Hello, Dominic from BMT Spain, the website for beginners to advanced players, with part 7 of all the technical variations we can find in the serve. Today we talk about the bending of the knees and the shifting of the weight transfer. 2 points, when to bend and how much to bend. So again, we will go over the 4 different stances and check out which kind of variations we find in each stance. So I will also try to demonstrate every rhythm you can find in the bending. If my demonstration is not so good, sorry for that, but I will show you a slow motion video of one of the professionals. So let's start with the first one, the narrow platform. Narrow platform, we have 2 differences. I will toss first and then start the bending of the knees. And the second one will be, I will start the toss and the bending together. So, the first one, that was toss and then the bend, and now the toss and bending together. So these are the 2 variations you will find in the narrow platform. So let's go to the second one. The wide platform. Here we have the same. We will toss, bend and shift. We will toss and bend together and then shift. We also have a third one, which is for those who are rocking forth and back. Those who are more going forth and back. So you have here, they toss first and then they start the shifting and the bending together. And you can also have the toss and bend shift together, which you will need a faster rhythm for. And we have another one, but I will save that one for last because it's a special one. It will be Sibylkova, who starts in the bended way. Now, the wide pinpoint. Here we have again about 2, where, like in the other one, you rock back, you toss first, and then you shift bending and bring in the foot. And again, the second one, where you will start the toss and the shift bending together. So these are the 2 most common in the wide pinpoint stance. Now, the last one, the normal pinpoint. Here we have about 9 variations, the way I look at it. Most variations you will find in the women's serve. So for that, the first 4 I will show you now, you will see more by women and almost not by men. So, what do we see a lot by the women is that they toss first, they shift the weight, and then they bend together. So let's try this one. This is one version. The other version is almost the same, but they bring in first the foot. So they toss, they shift, they bring in the foot, and then they bend. The difference is very small, but you can see it in the videos I will show you. Then we have these two with the variation of the turning of the foot and shifting the weight the moment they do that. So this will be more the toss, the turn and shifting of the weight, and bend together. That's one. And then the other one again will be the toss, shift and turn, bring in and bend. So we already have 4. This will you see more by women. Now the number 5 is again those who are rocking back and forth. First you start, then you bend and transfer and bring in. So more this one. This is one of the most common one you will find. And the second one is again where the toss and the shift bending goes together, and then you bring in the foot. So you already have 6. Now number 7, which is tossing and bending together, shifting the weight, bring in the foot and push up, which is more Murray by the man and Herkov by the women. So I will try. Doesn't feel that comfortable, but it's one way to do it. Now, number 8 and number 9, Nadal and Sam Groth. I saved those for the last because Nadal, he starts in a bended position. If he goes, now he's already here, and then the moment he tosses, he bends even a little more. Now what's the difference with Nadal? That where the most start to bend the moment they bring in the foot, Nadal starts to go up the moment he brings in that foot. So let's check this out. He starts in that bended position, he bends more, and he comes up. So you will see, he bends, he starts to shift, and the moment he shifts, he goes up and brings in his foot. Now we have Sam Groth, the fastest server by the man. He sits also very low. He starts also in that bended position, and the moment he starts, he's already shifting his weight by turning his back to the other side and releasing. So his toss is more this one, and his back is almost to the other side, and then he brings in his feet. So let's try this kind of serve. Now that doesn't feel comfortable, but in the slow motion you will see exactly what I mean. Now I told you about Sibirkova. Sibirkova is also in a bended position, but she has that platform. She starts bended, but she goes up to toss, she bends again, and then she shifts. So Sibirkova is more and hop, hop, hop. Yeah. So these were the variations you will find. I have one more extra, which is Wawrinka. He is also tossing and shifting together, but he's not bending. He keeps his front leg stretched until his back foot comes in, and then he starts the bending, so also a different serve. And now, how much to bend? Well, again, a lot of variation. In general, men are bending more than women. Now the women who bends the most, that was Sibirkova for me. Now the women who bends less, for me, for 100% sure, is Ivanovic. She's just making the weight transfer, and that's it. She goes, and that's her serve she does. Almost, normally the most they bend. Yeah, again, they say you need about the 90 degree. Well, she will never get there. By the man, we have seen Sam Grad, who is sitting very low. And for the less bending, I think it will be Del Potro. Del Potro is very tall, so he shifts his weight, and now this is his bending. He doesn't go much deeper the moment he brings in the back foot. So for me, Del Potro is doing this kind of bending. So it's up to you to go out and find out, first of all, your rhythm, how much time do you have to bend. You can start like Ivanovic by just shifting your weight and serve, and then you can start little by little, shift your weight and bend a little more, and see what kind of extra power you get out of it. So it's not for me to say you need that 90 degrees. We see on the professionals that some have, some don't. So go out, check it for yourself. One important part is that the moment you bend your knees, your heels have to come off the ground. So you serve, the moment you start to bend, the heels are coming off, the weight is coming on the ball of your feet, which gives a little more tension, a little more stretch, a little more power to go up. So be careful if you bend that you don't stay with the heels on the ground. So this was it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.